Welcome back, everyone, to the Nexus Gaming Series. DB Smiley here, bringing you Reborn Knights Red versus First Pick Nova. From Division B West action. Both these teams kind of near the bottom of the standings in their division. Reborn Knights Red currently sitting at 11th. 2 draws, 4 losses. First Pick Nova, though, still in the playoffs. In 8th place, though. Barely on the edge, but healthy breathing room between themselves and Kentucky Murloc Chicken. First Pick Nova, 4 points ahead. Still, though, winning tonight would certainly help them lock up that playoff slot. So, going to be looking for the domination victory here as we jump into Battlefield of Eternity. Going to be the goal. That said, Reborn Knights Red, you know, they're not going to lay down and just give it away. They're gonna try to find a win. We'll keep an eye on what happens here in this series. Garrosh and Stukov going to be the bands. Top tank, top support. Malfurion's still up. Phoenix is up. Hanzo is up. Those two particularly good on this map at the Immortal Burn. Pretty common picks. We're going to get a Hanzo ban, or Hanzo first pick, excuse me. So that's going to go for the Immortal Burn. Do you grab a Phoenix and then something like Malfurion now? Do you grab something like Maiev Malfurion or Maiev Diablo? Try to get something of a pick comp going. You do lose the chance to pick up some Immortal Burn if you go that direction, but it can be very valuable on this map. Options are on the table. Greymane Diablo. So getting the Greymane for the Immortal Burn as well as for the dive off Diablo. Good balance. Now you do have to worry a little bit about what support you get. So maybe you look into something like Alex Strasza to enable that hard engage. Could be. Indeedly doodly.
Grant us strength.
Blaze Malfurion. So getting your solo laner. Getting your solo laner early here. As well as getting the top tier support left up. Do you ban Alex Strasza? Do you commit that hard into choking them out of a healer? And more importantly, do we get Deckard Cain? The masses are waiting. We want Deckard Cain. Listen, if you just close your eyes and listen, you might hear off in the distance someone saying, "Stay a while and listen." Did you hear it? We want Deckard Cain. I think we, the people of America, want Deckard Cain. And if you don't give it to us, it's because you hate our way of life. We want Deckard Cain. Or Alex Strasza would be fine. Alex Strasza is fun to watch too. I honestly, Deckard, I think he's such a fun support. I really enjoy him. That does not even say like I think he's amazing. I think he's good. I don't think he's amazing. Whereas I think Alex Strasza would actually be the right pick on the side of Reborn Knights. Sonya gonna get banned, so trying to dominate that solo lane. You already have Greymane for the camp clear. So you could go into something like a Leoric. And the reason I say Leoric is Entomb Shadow Charge is pretty strong. Entomb Shadow Charge APOC, it is strong. Let's see. What do you grab here? You don't need to grab your support. They've already shown their solo lane, so I think you grab solo lane and you grab Immortal Burn. Unless your soul lane is a mortal burn, like a Malthael, at which point you maybe grab...
I will fight to my last breath.
It's the Rhaegar with the Genji. Which, I will say this, if you're going to go Genji, I actually think Deckard Cain may actually be broke with Genji. Because you just Ruby their backline, and Genji can heal to full like 4 times. Just off the Ruby potions. But I do actually like the Rhaegar pick. It's good for the cleanse. Could struggle a bit with the poke damage of Hanzo, but likely Hanzo will be the burner. So the Rhaegar will have the Ancestral if someone does get focused down. I think it's a good pick. Good camp clear as well. And very good Immortal Burn. It's not Deckard Cain, but I won't throw a Temper Tantrum over it. I'll throw a Temper Tantrum if I don't get Deckard Cain in the next game. That one's going to be on Infernal Shrines, and I think Deckard's actually insane on that map. ETC Cassia. Look, Techran man, I don't care if he's viable in this comp. All I care about 100% is Deckard Cain is awesome. And if you don't agree, then, you know, something, eat a sandwich. Something. ETC Cassia. ETC over the Joanna into this much auto attack damage. That one surprises me a bit. Especially when there's a cleanse on the other side. But they don't really have a Masha interrupt outside of APOC. So it's actually could be valuable there. The Cassia is very good follow-up damage off the amount of CC they have. You get the power slide into the root with the Fend. Somebody's going to get lit up. Force out an Ancestral pretty early in a fight with it. And you do have the ability to kind of ignore Greymane damage with the Cassia with the shield. Gonna be the Dahaka in the solo lane against Blaze. I like that pick. It gives you an interrupt on the Mosh, but still good wave clear. Dahaka can actually be good on this map. There's a couple good bushes to burrow into. Only a couple really in middle, but a few other places you can burrow. But bigger than that, he can side soak the lane and join the fight. Side soak is incredibly important on this map. But we shall see. Looking at this draft, I really like the comp out of first pick Nova a lot here. The Genji seems kind of like a misnomer to me. Just because you already had dive with Diablo Greymane. I mean, you can absolutely blow someone up with it. And Malfurion won't easily be able to stop it. The question is, who do you blow up? Because Hanzo can try to leap away. So you're going to have to kill him during the stun. Now, you can do it. But it's got to be fast. It's got to be right on point. Malfurion can ice block. Cassia is going to have some various defensive tools. Almost ETC you could blow up. We'll have to see. We jump here into game number 1 in this series. Reborn Knights Black, or Reborn Knights Red, excuse me, on the left. It's going to be Stock Tegan on Rhaegar, Rysengard going to be on Greymane, Arcane Ninja going to be on Diablo, CG Stamop going to be on Genji, and Melkor going to be on Diablo. And up here in the top, Reborn Corey going to be on Blaze, going to be Kix on the Hanzo Osteel, going to be on Malfurion, Mongoose, going to be on ETC, and Larson going to be on that Cassia. Let's take a look at the talents. Once again, that Adrenaline Stimpack. So I've been seeing that on this map as a way to board a Myrtle. Surprised we didn't see Block Party. I actually really was thinking Block Party as soon as I saw the Greymane. Gonna get the Prog Rock, trying to help with some of that sustain. Charge Strikes, W build Hanzo. All the talents pretty standard here. Colossal Totem makes sense. This is a smaller map. Gets a lot of value here, especially with the 16. Sorry. Ooh, a lot of damage there onto Rysengard. Mongoose, though, actually going to go down. Overextended a bit. Got turned around on. Malfurion not able to save it. Oh, and there's Arcane Ninja with the taunt. And that's why you don't taunt. Anyway. Malfurion sustained. Currently winning the day here in this bot lane. Meanwhile, up in the top. Blaze doing pretty well into the Hawk at the moment. Dahaka gonna soak pretty passively here. Normally you'd want to step up and actually get those ranged minions to attack you, but here's a very early move onto the shrine. Genji gonna sniff this out. ETC needs to be able to step up and anchor. This is a very aggressive move. Diablo's gonna be here soon. Is the face melt gonna be there to buy the point? Yes, it is. And now just need to power slide out of there. There it is. Ooh, turnaround Fen getting a lot of damage there onto Rhaegar. But a good disengage. I think that's the right call to do right now. So already, Red doing pretty well here. Blaze winning the top lane at the moment. And bottom lane, they managed to steal the minions. There's a power slide. Soggington actually diving a little bit deep. Root onto Diablo with the fend. Genji needing to run away here. Rhaegar just not able to keep up in this early game with the Rhaegar. Or, sorry, Rhaegar not able to keep up with the Rhaegar. Rhaegar not able to keep up with the Malfurion. Excuse me, I'm tired. But Bruiser Camp being started probably a bit early. Normally you want to get that right as the phase starts. Both teams going for Bruiser, though, right now. No one has gone for top siege. We'll see if Red maybe rotates into that. By Red, I mean the red team and not Reborn Knights Red, who is the blue team, Kappa. Level 4s here from both teams. We do see the inner light. So that's actually going to be pretty solid. If Diablo dives onto Cassia with the stun, that blind on the Greymane is going to actually be pretty insane. Bottom bruisers are being pushed in. No one took top siege in that. Blue setting up defensively here. While red clears up bottom minions, Dahaka clearing up the top bruisers. There is a grab on Kix. Kix gonna jump out. Blaze diving in. Big root there. Now CG the mob diving in onto Kix. Ooh, Cassie is low, and Cassie gonna go down to the Diablo. Now Diablo trying to separate out ETC, and there's Risengard with the kill. And Reborn Knights Red, they're off to a good start here. They're gonna get Party Boy Corey as well. And now Greymane trying to actually go for Kix. Can he actually get that kill? Ooh, there's the flip. But if Greymane followed up, that's a dead Hanzo, but he started to rotate top a little bit early. Although it's fine. I mean, you know, you're getting him burning, and you already have a level lead here. This is a pretty good start here. On the side of first pick, or on the side, excuse me, of Reborn Knights Red. Not a great start for first pick Nova. Kix, I was about to say needs to be careful, but it might be a little bit too late for that. Genji going in for the kill. There's protected. Hanzo going to stay alive. It's actually Dahaka going down here. But Greymane did win 50%. How are they going to play this? ETC is stepping up to be annoying. Can use the stun to his advantage. Using the face melt, pushing people off the point. They need to make sure Greymane can't burn. There's a big root onto the backside, separating out the team. Arcane Ninja taking a lot of damage. Genji being annoying, but gonna have to poke back. Stun there on Arcane Ninja from the Immortal. And already Hanzo and Cassie are catching it up, but now Greymane kind of getting clean onto the point with the Worgen form. There's a root, ETC backing off, and this is going to be Immortal heading over to the side of Reborn Knight Red. Reborn Knights Red, how are they going to split this up? Who's going bot? Ooh, Arcane Ninja fighting Hanzo. Hanzo going to leap away. Who's going to go bot, though? Anyone? Melkor currently rotating top. Looks like actually they may do a reverse push here. Try to get value on the bottom lane. And just leave Dahaka up for the soak. This is interesting. Maybe didn't have enough shields to think they could push with it. So just trying to get a wall, catch Blaze kind of alone down here defending. But so far have not gotten their minions walked up to the wall. ETC starting to rotate down. Meanwhile, Hanzo, Cassie, and Malfurion still defending top. Dahaka just playing this very passive. There is a cannon tower down. Here comes ETC, though. Wall starting to go down. Greymane with free access to it. ETC trying to zone off, or ETC being zoned off there by Diablo. But now Greymane needs to be very careful. Here comes the power slide with the blind fend to eat Greymane. And CG Smop getting out of it. CG Smop going to be able to get away. There we go. Red, or sorry, Reborn Knights red. Clearing up the lanes right now. Tahaka was trying to get this point, but Hanzo and Blaze gonna make sure Melkor needs to walk away there. Hanzo doing decent stacking, 10 stacks already. Blue also getting bot camp. Is ETC gonna power slide and try to get it? Nope, gonna get pushed away by Diablo. Both tanks did a good job. ETC on that first bottom camp, Diablo on the second, zoning off the enemy team. Well executed. Now Blue gonna push up with the Khazra camp. Only one cannon tower here, so this wall is a bit weaker. ETC getting separated out, has the face melt power slide. Root coming in on to Greymane as well as Rhaegar. Gonna be able to back up. Level 7s are here, by the way, and we do see the feeding frenzy, so the Hawk are gonna try to get 1v1 value there. Mongoose with the face melt into the power slide once again. Root comes in, there's the blind onto Genji, not really a ton of damage. Now Genji can actually protect that fend, and it will really, really hurt red team if he does that. Still 2 Khazras up, though. No bruisers picked up by either team. As the burn starts, Rhaegar getting stunned out there, but Greymane Worgen with the Inner Beast. This is going to absolutely nuke. Hanzo doing the best he can, but just can't keep up with that. And that is 50% to about 75. Now red, or Reborn Knights red with the advantage. I want to be careful and make sure I'm saying Reborn Knights red and not just red. First pick Nova, gonna move up defensively. Mongoose kind of onto the back, now power sliding away defensively. Not the best situation. Kind of waiting for Risengard to jump in so he can try to face melt away. 4-man defense. Blaze cleaning up bot lane at the moment, trying to catch up at XP. Blue sitting here passively soaking 10s at the moment, but looking like they want to engage against these numbers with Blaze in the bottom. Blaze doing everything he can to find level 10 at a relatively equal time, but this is going to be about a 75-0 Immortal. Moving down towards the bottom lane, which is again already softened up a little bit. This could be advantageous. Level 10s are here. X-Strike out of Genji. We have the Ancestral APOC, Cursed Bullet, and the ISO. Level 10's about to be picked up here. ETC gonna go with what? It's a stage dive. There's 2 main interrupts. APOC and ISO. Tongue can also do it, but it's tough to land until you get the extended range at 16. Ball Lightning, Twilight Dream, Bunker, and Dragon Arrow. APOC blown combo on to Hanzo with the X-Strike. Gonna be a kill. Mosh to enable people to come out of the bunker, though, and this could absolutely be deadly. But here comes the ISO landing onto Blaze. Larson gonna go down here. Now Osteel trying to get away. There's the Ancestral gonna save Tahaka. Osteel gonna be the next to go down. Melkor stepping up. There's a big power slide. Melkor needs to be careful down below 300 health. Gonna burrow and pop the Essence, but pushing up now with the Immortal with 5. Immortal still at full health. The shields are gone, however. Greymane diving up. This could be a lot of damage onto the core. Wall is already down. ETC getting separated out. Gonna have to power slide through the team with the face melt. Hanzo back up now. Cursed Bullet went out onto Blaze. Here comes Malfurion. He's gonna take time for him to be able to get his heals out. The Dragon's Arrow is still up. It's the only ultimate left up at the moment. Larson in a lot of trouble trying to get away. Dragon's Arrow still up. Bunker going to be used. Can Larson get into it? Larson does, but only about 8 health. Can ETC power slide? Nope, Larson goes down, but they do manage to find Tahaka, and ETC manages to find Greymane. Can they get a good chase here? Arcane Ninja still slowed and does go down. That was souls for Diablo, so that's a good get, but your keep is already down in bot lane here. 11 minutes into the game. It's a feels bad man on the side of first pick Nova. It was actually a good bunker there just to prolong cast. He'd be able to get some damage out. Enabled a lot of turnaround kills, in fact. So well played there. Well bunkered. It's a good mosh on the bunker down here, but just not enough follow-up damage there at the time. You know, Hanzo doesn't do really amazing at, like, following up on a mosh. Like, off a mosh, you want a lot of AoE damage. It's like that Ball Lightning can be insane for it. Fen can be insane for it. but Hanzo ain't gonna be that guy. Hanzo likes to kill one person at a time. So I want to make sure Cassie is full health and ready to go before you mosh. Potentially even a Twilight Dream ready to... But you want the Twilight Dream off the backside of the mosh, not like halfway through it as well. But still, level 13's on the horizon here. Not too far behind in XP, given that they lost Fort and Keep off a single Immortal. Still playing it safe. 13s are coming in. But already, Red Immortal getting burned, and the next one will not be defensive positions. They're going to have to take a fight here in the halftime show. Diablo looking for the flank. Here comes a big power slide. Mosh used single target to Haka. APOC gonna force ETC to cancel out. And here comes the damage focusing on ETC. Dragon's Arrow comes out. There's a big Twilight Dream onto Genji. Genji still managed to get the kill though. But now Larson, oh, misses the Fen. Genji gonna be able to get away. Melkor gonna be able to walk away as well. Blaze needs to be able to get a charge off to enable kill. But there's the Ancestral on the Melkor. But now Arcane Ninja's gonna go to... Can Larson get the kill? No, he can't. ISO onto Party Boy Corey. And now, oh my goodness, Kick's barely getting away. No, Kick's gonna go down, as does Malfurion. Larson not able to get the kill. Larson may go down. Party Boy Corey gonna go down. And oh no, things are just getting a little bit bad to worse here for first pick Nova. Just not looking on point. And Reborn Knights Red doing well. They're gonna get their third Immortal. This one's gonna go top. That timer's still too short to try to rush core off that, but that was a very good fight. I did not like that Mosh choice. Dahaka is very hard to kill, even if you weren't interrupted. I think it was just like a quick power slide thinking you get more value off it than you did. A little bit of a swing and a miss.
Our triumph brings order to this realm.
But here we go. Diablo charging in, finds Malfurion. Malfurion is dead. Either didn't have the ice block or didn't have time to pop it. One of the two. Definitely had time to pop it if you were mashing. Well, maybe just didn't get the thought out or just didn't have it up. One of the two. This is where Wild Growth is... Like, into Dahaka, you 1,000,000,000% take Nature's Cure. 1,000,000,000%. And I'm really shocked it wasn't taken. Because you can just free someone from it. Nature's Cure. Free someone from a tongue. 100% of the time. Just anytime he hits a tongue, hit one. APOC combo onto ETC, separate out from the team with the Curse Bullet. ETC trying to power slide away, still goes down. Big Dragon's Arrow. There's the root. Blaze gonna go in. Ancestral does manage to land on Risen Guard though. And now Bunker coming out just to secure the disengage. But Larson gonna go down to the Genji who got the reset. He's gonna be able to get the kill onto Hanzo as well. And Diablo is just going ham city here. But there's a face melt. Diablo now in the bush. Gonna have to get away. Damage coming out onto Arcane Ninja. But Arcane Ninja has so many souls. With that spell shield, he's just nearly impossible to kill. And now this Punisher moving on to the core. Still fairly healthy. ETC gonna get stunned out, and ATC goes down. And this is gonna potentially be Reborn Knights Red, pulling off a huge upset in game number 1 over first pick Nova, and looking to set the tone for the rest of the series as they move up 1-0 on the core. Great job, Reborn Knights Red. We will be back after a brief break. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to the Nexus Gaming Series. DB Smiley here. Reborn Knights Red pulling off a pretty big upset in game number 1 off the back of that hyper-aggression with the Diablo Greymane Genji. They executed their combos well. It's what they had to do. And they find themselves a win here. Putting first pick Nova into a position where now they have to look for a draw. First pick Nova still fairly safely in the playoffs, but if they lost this one, Reborn Knights Red would find themselves only 2 points behind first pick Nova in that playoff race. So Reborn Knights Red, a win here, and they have a chance. Not a lot of time left, but there are enough sets that they might be able to do it. We will see. Diablo, going to be the first pick. Stukov Garrosh ban. That was very quick. Same bans as before. I think each team banning the same hero. We shall see. What are the next two picks? Infernal Shrines. You want the Shrine clear.
My blades are yours.
Gul'dan Sonya, so a lot of Shrine clear. But no support and no tank yet. Makes sense not to prioritize a tank if you're not going to go Garrosh, and you're not because you banned him. Bit concerned you don't get a support here. With Stukov banned, if Reborn Knights Red takes Malfurion here, Gul'dan's actually pretty good into that. Gul'dan can harass Malfurion because his Q range is actually larger than Malfurion's range on Moonfire. So it's an interaction that I've experienced a couple times, and if you're playing against a good Gul'dan who's aware of that, he can really take advantage. Kel'Thas Blaze, so getting some Shrine clear of their own and a lot of zoning, but no team getting a support yet. Does this mean we get Deckard Cain? I believe this means we get Deckard Cain. So what we need is ban Malfurion and then ban Rhaegar. That way both teams have to fight over Deckard Cain. I think that's the solution to this problem. Actually, I mean, with the Sonya Gul'dan, I actually like Deckard Cain. On the side of first pick Nova. Can go with the Ruby to enable Sonya to dive. Keep Gul'dan potioned up. Give him a lot of potions to drop back to. Scroll would be good if you got something like an ETC, which they already showed comfort with. No joke, I actually would really like a Deckard Cain here on the side of first pick Nova. I probably won't get it. But Reborn Knights Red, I don't see Deckard into that comp as much as I see something like an Alex Strasza. Possibly a Lucio. But I would say Alex Strasza would probably be the best pick. Gotta be a bit careful, though, with the Gul'dan. Actually, Alex Strasza would be really countered by... They're banning Alex Strasza. So we are getting support choked here, folks. What's left up that's viable? We have the Lucio, we have the Rhaegar, Uther is in there. Deckard Cain, I think, is viable. What else? So much dive on both teams for Morales. Ana is not viable. Ariel's not viable. Brightwing is not viable. Lily could actually work on the side of Reborn Knights Red, just to blind Sonya, but she would have a really hard time keeping up with Gul'dan and his AoE damage. I think Lucio's the best for Reborn Knights Red. I actually think Deckard Cain or Rhaegar is the best, but probably Deckard Cain is better for the side of... It's going to be Genji Uther. I don't really like Uther with Gul'dan. just because Gul'dan likes sustained healing and Uther does not bring that. The Genji pick just seems like, oh, we're going to kill Kael'thas and try to steamroll, but you're trying to kill Kael'thas when there's a bunker, there's a Diablo can dive you when you dive. It's risky. I don't like that rotation there. I think you already have a poke shrine control comp. I think to then move away from that now and go into like a dive comp with the Uther, I think is a mistake. Because now you can just go sustain damage here. Go into Phoenix. Yeah, I would say Phoenix or Hanzo would both be very strong picks here. And then grab the Lucio. Sound barrier whenever Dragonblade comes in. Bada bing, bada boom. Lucio Hanzo, Lucio Phoenix. Not Lunara. Not bulky enough. Lucio. Greymane. Surprised by the Greymane pick. I think. So there's kind of 4 main ranged assassins right now, right? 5 if you count Li Ming. She shows up, but really there's kind of 4 that you could pick in almost any situation. Hanzo, Phoenix, Junkrat, Greymane. Generally Hanzo's at the top, Phoenix is second. Greymane and Junkrat are comp dependent. Are you trying to be pokey and slow fight? Go Junkrat. Trying to burst someone and kill them? Go Greymane. Problem is now is you're forcing Kael'thas to have to step up to contribute to that blow up, and I think a little bit of a mistake. There's the Joanna. Yeah, that's the other side of it, is Joanna comes out now. It's going to be harder for Greymane to dive. There's a lot of CC he's going to have to dive into. I think the Greymane pick was a mistake. We'll see. If he goes cocktail build, it could work. Uther, though, going to have a hard time to keep up with this damage, I think. A lot of sustained damage in the form of Blaze and Greymane. We'll see how it goes. I think both teams kind of made some weird steps there. Like, both teams had kind of shrine control in mind with their early picks, and then all of a sudden we get Genji Uther to try to just one-shot Kael'thas, but there's a bunker. So I don't think that was a good pick. And then on the other side, the Greymane is probably the most controversial part, but I think Reborn Knights Red has the better draft here. I mean, Greymane is not bad. He can be poke sustained. So I really like their draft. Give me Reborn Knights Red to win game number 2 here. That's going to be my pick. But we're going to move into this series and find out who wins. It's going to be on the left, Reborn Knights Red. Stocktigan going to be on Lucio. CG Stamop going to be on Greymane. Melkor going to be on Blaze. We're going to have Arcane Ninja on Diablo once again. And Rysengard on the Kael'thas. Over here on the right, Larson on Sonya. We're going to have Mongoose on the Joanna. Party Board Corey going to be on Gul'dan. Kix going to be on Genji. And Ossteal going to be on the Uther. E-build out of Gul'dan into 3 melee. Cough, cough. I guess Greymane was probably going to sit back and poke most of this game, so... it's a good pick here, I think. Also, Q build is very heal dependent to be able to consistently Q. So, I actually do think, good number of stacks there, but now getting separated. Mongoose trying to secure the disengage. There's the heals down for Uther. Dodge on Kael'thas. Kael'thas didn't go convection, thank God. Lucio going with slip. That is an interesting talent. I don't think what it's used for. I guess maybe it's a shrine-specific talent. We do have the War Paint out of Sonya rather than the block because of the Lucio, which makes sense. Ooh, good engage onto Genji, and now Mongoose in a world of trouble. There's the Iron Skin. Iron Skin broken. There's the flip. Mongoose is dead. He dead. Oh, he dead. Play Sonya kind of on the wrong side of the map from each other. But now it's going to be a quick invade of the Siege Camp. And Reborn Knights Red, they're stepping up tonight. They're stepping up in a big way. Uther currently clearing the bot lane. Needs to be careful as the Gravity Life's going to be there. The stun from Diablo will be. Can they get the flip? There it is. Flip, stun. Uther dead. Oh, he dead. And that's the third death on the side of first pick Nova, and things getting a little bit bad here. They need to try to calm down, need to try to be aware of these pick-off opportunities. You don't really need Uther stepping up that far into lane to clear when you know they're that close. Maybe they didn't know, though. We'll see. Level 4s on the side of Reborn Knights Red. Lucio going with the off-the-wall, so going to try to use that wall ride to get good boop cooldowns. And I really like that, actually, into Sonya. It makes Sonya's job of approaching the enemy team really dependent on her Ancient Spear. And if she lands the Ancient Spear, you can boop away. I mean, if she just keeps trying to walk up, you can just keep kind of wall ride booping. Pretty standard talents. Mid going to be started. Mid going to be the Shrine here. Kick's moving up. Bruiser camp picked up on the side of first pick Nova. No camps on the left side of the map, although they did get 2 siege camps. They did not pick up their Bruiser on the side of Reborn Knights Red. Could be a little bit of a mistake. They're going to start this quick. This is a frozen Punisher, so pretty weak overall. Not the best siege damage at all. Almost no team fight damage, but if you land a root, you can follow up well. So far, though, the poke, or the burn, definitely favoring, trying to separate out Party Corey, but here comes Joanna and Genji to ward off that dive attempt. Living Bomb spreading a little bit. Hicks is very, very low, and Uther doesn't really have a heal for it. As there we see Uther just taking so long to get his heals up. Mongoose going to go down. Oh, and Living Bomb almost spreads, but Osteel might actually go down here. Is he going to get away? No, Living Bomb going to get the kill. And that's 3 kills for the side of Reborn Knights Red. And they are looking pretty good right now. 6 kills to 0 on the map. Bruiser Camp really didn't get any value up top. It got a gate. Could be valuable if Red wins the next shrine, but the rate's going. It's going to be very difficult for them to do it. Greymane working Siege Camp into lane to follow up this Punisher. Punisher baited over the wall with the Iron Skin. Wildan already halfway done with the quest, though, pretty early in the game. Wildan is definitely a very late-game hero. His 16 spike is insane, but before that, you can just really feel like it's hard to kind of be the person that kills things. You do a lot of sustained damage, but it's counterable. Genji diving into the backline very aggressively. Gonna get Gravity Lap Flame Struck. He's gonna survive it. Punisher down. Greymane pushing bottom still. See if anyone rotates into Bruisers or if they save it for next phase. Red looking at taking their Siege Giants before they can be invaded here. Yeah, the Khazra camp, excuse me. Ooh, Larson in a lot of trouble, but gonna be able to get away. Diablo coming up for the flank. Not enough damage, though. Blaze is just not a threat to kill anyone. He really is more of a setup and sustained damage guy. It's really just Blaze is extremely hard to kill. He can save people with Bunker. And he has really good wave clear. But in terms of actual team fight damage, it's quite low. In terms of effective damage. But that sustained damage is good against the Uther. Keep in mind, I mean, just with the setup, anytime you go Uther Genji, you are playing for level 10. But already down a level, it's going to make it difficult. Trying to get on to Greymane. Can they do it? Is the stun there? Greymane gets away. That is a really, really bad mispick. And if Kix dies here, that is devastating. Mispick onto the Greymane. About as free a kill as you can get. Greymane gets away, and then Genji over pursues for no reason and dies. Little bit of tilt there. Gotta find a way to calm it down. Mid fort, excuse me, gonna go down. Greymane working Bruiser in lane. Gonna time it well with this bot lane warning. Bruiser Camp gonna be up in 30. Could see a possible invade with the level 10s, but 2-level lead here now on the side of Reborn Knights, and they are just starting to run away with this. Bunker, Phoenix, Cursed Bullet, Apocalypse, Sound Barrier. Sounds like a Pepto-Bismol ad. Bunker, Phoenix, Cursed Bullet, Apocalypse, Sound Barrier. If anyone remembers that that Pepto-Bismol ad with that kind of like syllable rhythm. I don't know why you remember it. I don't know why I remember it. I can't help you. We're gonna all die alone. Getting the gate down. Here we go. Push in onto this fort, trying to make sure this next Punisher, if they get it, is able to get maximum value. Sonya does take Bruiser Camp top. The warning isn't here yet. There's the warning, right on cue. So Sonya's going to be able to clear up top lane. Blue not going to be able to clear up, but they did manage to get a fort. And honestly, if they just get the Punisher here, they can absolutely give up top fort. Level 10 still not here for first pick Nova. Sonya doing everything she can to soak it. We'll get it soon. We'll probably see Bless Shield, Horrify, Wrath, D-Blade, and D-Shield. What? 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 Okay, we have Reign of Vengeance, and there it was, in all its glory. Blaze clears up top lane, rotating down, but even without Blaze, they've managed to get a very healthy lead, and this is an Arcane Punisher. The champagne of Punishers. There's a stun onto Sonya, or Uther, excuse me. Uther gonna be able to turn it around. Can the the D-Shield misses. X-Strike was actually picked up by Kicks there. I'm surprised by that a lot. Lucio still in the bush. There's the stun. They managed to get the kill, actually. Genji is so low. Dodges the cocktail. Can he get away? Genji just at this point leading Diablo on the merriest of chases. Protected, by the way, but does go down. Mongoose trying to get away. Mongoose goes down. Now it's only 3 defending this Punisher. Kael'thas, Lucio going down in that fight. But Leap X, like, 3 of those ultimates make no sense to me. Obviously, Reign, let's just leave that there. Leap, I don't like, because the fact is that you want to just be pushing the back line, and Wrath with the Whirlwind's going to help with that. But then, if you're going to go with that blow-up comp, like, you should go Dragonblade D-Shield. Like, why go Genji Uther if you're going to go X-Strike? I don't get that. I guess trying to just maximize damage with the burst, Leap X-Strike, but X-Strike has such a warm-up, whereas Leap doesn't. It's going to just be so critical to time that well, but you kind of give away the game anytime either ult fires. And just Bunker's going to drop, people are going to get into it. Reborn Knights red, gonna steal a siege camp. Genji diving in, X-Strike. There's the leap. They manage to find Grid. Oh, they don't. Sound Barrier lands, and it's gonna be Genji dropping. Reign of Vengeance coming in. Oh, look, it doesn't kill the incredibly low health Greymane. What are the odds? Almost like that ultimate is terrible or something. Rysengard kind of got separated from the rest of the team. Gonna go down, but actually trades out onto Uther. And Sonya gets chased down as well, and now Diablo gonna try to move on to Party Boy Corey. Party Boy getting the heals there, but Diablo just zoning out Gul'dan, and that is gonna be Gul'dan going down. Things falling apart here for first pick Nova, once again. Level 13s, though, are here. Subdue. Thinking emoji. I don't like that talent. In this situation, I mean, if there's like 5 melee on the other team, you can make it work. But it's going to be tricky. I guess maybe in the choke points, maybe he thinks he'll get it. We'll see. But first pick Nova really struggling at the moment. Already down 2 forts and keep wall here on bottom. Not entire keep wall. Cannon still standing. Here we go. Sonya on top. Genji giving vision here. Gonna see a rotation, though, onto bottom, and here it comes. Osteel getting focused. There's the stun. Using the speed off that level 4 talent to make sure he can get away, but does he? Phoenix coming out, focused now onto Mongoose. Mongoose drops the Iron Skin. There's the Blessed Shield into the Condemn. Mongoose, though, is going to fall here. The question is, does Kix actually get away? Kix is now very low. Blowing the X-Strike as a defensive. Now Larson in the enemy team. Whirlwind to get away. Mongoose stepping up with the Condemn. But Genji goes down there in the backside. Rain of Vengeance was blown once again. Mongoose is dead. And things just once again falling apart. 16 talents in now. They could push up with the Immortal here. There's the focus. Gul'dan's dead. There he goes. And if you don't get level 16, Gul'dan's not going to get that value. And I'm shocked horrified was not the pick there. I don't know if this is just like memeing. Level 16's in though. Blaze actually going with the Juggernaut plating. I almost always see kind of the heal on Pyromaniac here, but going with that activate for spell armor into the Gul'dan. That Rain of Vengeance can do even less damage. But here we go. Then, very lonely checking forward. Camp's actually being cleared up here. They are going to give this up. Trying to find level 16s. Very vital for Gul'dan and Uther to get there. As well as Sonya even. But they're not going to get there anytime soon. Only level 15s now. And the Mortar Punisher is coming out. They do have the wall to bait it behind. Uther going to be rotating very aggressively here. Okay, makes the better decision. Kix is dead. Kix goes down. Rain of Vengeance. Just going to be healed up by Lucio, because of course it is. Punisher baited over the wall. There's the APOC on Gul'dan's dead. And things are just going really from bad to worse here. 18 to 3 kills. But finally getting some damage. Lucio goes down. Larson managing to find a kill there. And Joanna actually does complete punish. So there's a chance. Like, we're scaling. But, Order Punisher still at half health. Ooh, Larson gonna go for the flank on a Risen Guard. Blaze spotting it out. Gonna scare. Risen Guard needs to be careful. Actually, Greymane extremely low. Manages to get out. Keep gonna be saved. Wall goes down. Alright. So now level 16s are here. They're gonna have that Gul'dan power spike with the Ruinous Affliction. Uther did go stun build here. Good into the Sonya. Ruinous Affliction, we have the Steady Blade, Nerves of Steel, Holy Renewal, Benediction. So getting a little bit more sustain and self-support here. But Gul'dan and Genji really focusing on that damage. Here comes a gank attempt, moving in onto Larson. Really not the ideal target. Leap onto the backline. Here comes the X-Strike. Kael'thas going to get the Mana Addict. Kael'thas ducked into the bunker right as Sound Barrier was coming up, but actually going to be able to escape out of it because now the health bars are just so low and Uther's not going to be able to get people up. Greymane dives into the backline, finds a kill onto Genji. Greymane, though, going to get turned around on, but there's the stun onto Larson. Larson going to go down here. Larson gets the cleanse, but it's not enough. Risen Guard still low. Mongoose going to have to back up. D-Shield used just to be able to make Mongoose out. And there it is. You know, they had a chance to engage there. Next time they have a chance to engage, 20's going to be very, very much on the horizon. Things are just really not looking good here for first pick Nova. Bottom keep is down. Next Punisher is top too, and that's, you may think like, oh, well good, it's not near bottom. But that's actually really terrible. Because now there's 2 catapults stacked up, they're going to keep stacking up, and you're going to have to push that lane out without any camp here in bottom. This camp won't be up for a minute and a half. You have to push out mid lane manually before this next phase. Because if you don't push it up, I mean, you're going to be so far away that the only way to deal with it is to back and clean core. But map being painted blue, taking advantage of just their aggression. Bottom lane, defense pings come in. Someone's going to need to clear that up. That is 3 katas. Nobody has moved to clear up 3 catapults. They're chasing fight that they're not going to get, because there's no way Reborn Knights Red gives them a fight here this close to 20. But now there's about to be 4 catapults stacked up in bot. The lane is not pushed out at all.
Red team's core is under attack.
So even though these katas are going to get cleared up, it's not going to take long for more katas to get onto the core. Bot lane was just not at all pushed out by first pick Nova. Genji diving in. 5 people here. Need to be careful with that. Casted a bit of that last night where the Genji kept diving in. Did not work out. That was regen last night. Sonya starts to rotate up. It's like, oh shit, I have to go back bottom again because there's a catapult. And with 20 here, they lost the chance to get a fight because Sonya had to clear bottom. And that's just, oh well, like you're 2 levels down now. That's your reality. At least there's a fort here. But I mean, with this Punisher this late in the game, 18-minute Punisher, it's gonna be frozen at least. So that's pretty weak. But yeah, things just really bad here for first pick Nova. If only we had a Deckard Kane in this game. Diablo going in, on to Mongoose. There's the Iron Skin. Gul'dan coming out. Ooh, Ruinous Affliction gonna chunk Diablo quite a bit. But it's not gonna be enough to actually threaten anything. Sonya grabbing bot siege camp just to try to pressure bot lane out. Now backing. Punisher gonna get baited overall. Genji doing everything he can to soak mid, but still not even gonna be able to reach 19 before the Punisher hits the wall at this rate. Let alone 20. We do have the bunker upgrade. We do have the flamethrower. We do have the cleave. Not going for blunderbuss, but trying to get the cleave damage on Greymane. But it's gonna be interesting to see what he does. Kicks playing aggressively. They're getting stunned out. There's protected leap. Here comes the X strike. APOC though, gonna stun people out. Stun on the kicks. Here comes the Rain of Vengeance. No deaths. Genji goes down. Divine Shield blown on Sonya. Now there's no heal for Joanna. Joanna's gonna go down. Living Bomb being spread like pancakes. Assuming you're at a place where pancakes are spread. I don't know what happened there. I have to imagine the Rain of Vengeance was either a misclick or we were being mean. But either way, it was the wrong choice. And that is going to be 4 going down. Soundbearer actually blown there. Doesn't hit more than a couple members. But this is... core is done. Greymane just going to clean it up. And that's going to be Reborn Knights Red getting their first win of the season here. 2-0 over first pick Nova. We're going to see if we can get a post-game interview. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back. I am joined by Ninja and Melkor. Melkor, the captain of Reborn Knights Red. How you guys feeling?
Amazing.
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Yeah, I believe that was I'm going off the NGS website. I don't know how up to date it is, but that was your first domination of the season, yes?
That is.
Was
So what do you guys think you
Fortunately,
did different here tonight that you haven't done prior tonight?
I think it's just using our strengths as and our comfort picks,
yeah. I'm
and really
surprised.
just finding our groove.
Yeah, surprised they didn't ban Diablo a second time.
So heading into this, you guys were down towards the bottom of the standings. Now move up to 5 points, so you're actually not that far behind the playoffs. But was there any particular thing that you were targeting from first pick Nova to avoid, and in terms of scouting, or did you just kind of show up tonight and say we're going to play comforts and try to win with that?
We always do our homework, and we see their comfort picks as well. So it's always a trade-off of what you want to give them and what you want to take. But always going with their strong picks never fails us. So that's what we stick with.
All right. In BOE, you guys definitely got a lot of immortal burn. Greymane was definitely a factor in your drafts tonight with the Diablo, and you were able to really get. First pick Nova kind of got a couple good early picks, if I remember. Or at least they certainly got bottom siege. But you guys were able to not just win the immortal, but you really won the team fights there. It really came off that Diablo Genji Greymane. Is that just a combo you guys have worked on the communication a lot? Because it was very tight.
Yeah, I'll have the Ninja, the Diablo player, talk about that.
Yeah, so pretty much with the Diablo, it's very comfort pick, and I was just looking for opportunities to get ganks. But I gotta give props to Rhaegar. Stock was phenomenal on the Rhaegar. The ancestral heals were on point, kept the whole team alive. So without the healer,
ancestrals were fantastic.
Yeah, right on point, and that's pretty much what kept us in.
All right. Moving into Infernal Shrines, you guys had to face down the Gul'dan and then Gul'dan Sonya, so it was a lot of shrine control. But despite all the shrine control they had character-wise, you guys managed to win every immortal. What was kind of your strategy approaching the shrines to make sure that they weren't able to get on and get comfortable?
Yeah, so I know they have the wave clear, so we just don't want to give them the space to do the shrine without us there. So what we did was just target them, pressure them, get the picks before we even focus on the shrine. Or we want to pressure somewhere else on the map so that they have to deal with something else and get to the shrine a lot later than we did.
Yeah, you definitely abused them in the macro game, I felt. It was good camp uses, especially on Infernal Shrines. You really opened up that bot lane early, and then were able to work the Punisher in with 16s to steal an 11-minute keep or 10.5-minute keep. So with that, now you guys move up. I mean, granted, you have a game on some of the teams below you, but you move up to 9th place. You're 2 points actually behind first pick Nova, who you just beat, who's sitting in 8th place. Do you think you can get to the playoffs?
We definitely can. If people actually look back at our VODs, a lot of our games were close. So on paper, our record doesn't really speak on our performance, but we're really just tweaking some things so this way we can get to 100% potential of our team.
All right, well, best of luck doing that. Any shout-outs before we take off for the evening?
Yeah, shout outs to the team. You guys did great tonight. Shout out to Reborn Knights for supporting us. Ninja? That's a shout out for that. Amazing
Shout out to the managers, shout out to our team, shout out to our viewers. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you so much for casting.
Happy to do it. And with that, we're going to bring this night to a close, this triple header. I'm DB Smiley, twitch.tv/DB Smiley. Follow me at comment, twitter.com/deathbysmiley, where I tweet about HGC stuff. But join the Nexus Gaming Series, nexusgamingseries.com. Get into the Discord if you want to look. Teams are starting to get together for Season 5, which is not too far away. We only have this week and next week for most divisions. I believe this Division B actually has a Week 7 set. But then it's playoffs, and then you can look kind of towards midsummer, likely, as when Season 5 will start. But now's the time to start getting together, start scrimming, get together, get organized. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night. Take care.